Alright, shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Much love to you brothers that come by to get fed with all faith and honesty. And blessed to the elect. Alright, the rest of you people, you got judgment coming. Alright, let's get into the story. We have the Iran bombing situation. Alright, we always got to, be circumspect, look all around us. So you can't just take stuff for, face value. Myself, I brought a story out about it, but there's some more information coming. But you know how they try to lie and spin things around. So, but we'll look at every crevice and we'll, be able to discern it. This is on World News, all right, and it says White House debugs Iran nuclear explosion, but Iran denies planting story. Okay, so if they didn't plant it and they didn't do it, what's going on? You gotta ask yourself that. Did it really happen and they're trying to cover it up so people don't get crazy? And that's the way the mainstream media can cover it but not yet cover it at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And I'll read the article about halfway down and then we'll actually look at the explosion on another site. Alright, so it says White House debugs Iran nuclear explosion, but Iran denies planning story. There was never an explosion at the Iranian nuclear facility, but where did the sensational story come from? Dan Ufrau, Uran investigates. It says it had all trappings of sabotage. An explosion at a major nuclear facility in Iran, allegedly confirmed by an Israeli official. But it all turned out to be a speculation. The White House said on Monday, debugging the sensational story. An Iranian exile who goes by the name of Reza Kahali reports the alleged blast in Fordo 4 days ago on World News Daily, a far-right website known for publishing conspiracy theories in President Obama's birthplace. The report was intently ignored by mainstream media sites, but got more traction on Monday when London Times cited an Israeli official confirming the explosion. The other organization then picked up the story, sourcing it back to the Times. But White House spokesman Jay Carney reported that to a question. Responding to the question about the report at a briefing Monday, said that Washington didn't believe it. We have no information to confirm the alleged allegation in that report, and we do not believe that report is credible. The confusion underscored one of the challenges of reporting the shadow war. Israel and the United States are apparently warring against Iran's nuclear program. Both countries are believed to be involved in an act of sabotage inside the country. And much of Iranian's nuclear enrichment takes place at Fordo. Alright, so with that said, you also got to be, we don't know, it could have happened, and they just don't want to report it, because they probably had something to do with it, because I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you brothers what they planned, what the equipment they already have, and they've already delivered into Israel's hands. Alright, next story. Here's on Google, okay, and this is, if you brothers want to go here, let me see if I can find it for you guys, right here. Alright, you see up here, this is Google. Let me go to it. You see that? This is Google main site, and it's on maps. Google, if you go up here to your left hand side or right hand side, you'll see a map option up here, and you can track explosions around the world, okay? It's a nice little tool to have, just to track worldwide events. But you can come in on the side over here and type in just like maps, but track explosions. So now let's go over here to Iran. Okay, let's go zoom in. Let's zoom in. We're in Saudi Arabia. Let's go to Iran. Let's go to Iran. What do we have here? we have right here, I'm going to zoom in on it. We have one explosion. Okay, let's read it. It says, explosion near Iranian's Asfan nuclear plant reported. Updated January 2nd. Alright, that was a while ago. But now let's go to another one. Right here. Okay, this is 3 days ago. And then let's go right here. Slovakia. If I go out and I point it again so you guys can see it, you have this facility. You have this explosion down here that was on 2nd, and then you have this one that happened 3 days ago. And let's read it. And it says sabotage key Iranian nuclear facility hit? Question mark. January 24th, 2013, an explosion deep within Iranian's Fordow nuclear facility. It's like this, you gotta wonder, how the hell did somebody hear that if it was deep underground? I mean, I'm sure the recoil, but still though, man, if that had to be, it wasn't like a above ground explosion. It says the explosions deep within Iranian's Fordow nuclear facility has destroyed much of the installation and trapped about 240 personnel deep underground. You gotta ask yourself, the personnel, where'd that come from? You know, the guy that reported it, that so-called made a false report, how did he know about the people under there that's trapped? Alright? They ain't gonna put their dirty laundry out in these streets, man. That's a rule. You know, even a small-minded Jake can know that. Don't put your dirty laundry in the streets. Alright, so that's on that. You brothers do your research. Look, you know, take it with a salt of, you know, don't take it full-heartedly, but, you know, it's time is close. We know that. You know, it's not like the time is too far off, alright? Let's get a verse. It's 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Alright? Let me read it 10 so you guys can get a meat. It says, to whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sake forgave I it, in the person of Mashiach. 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Alright? We know it's propaganda, man. We know there's propaganda. We know there's a prop war going on, a proxy war. And then you got different agendas that's coming out, man. Okay? At the end of the day, fuck is Iranians, man. Alright? Don't get it twisted like I'm supporting Iran or something like that, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I would like to see them bombed, you know, because they had a hand in taking us down too. So it ain't no. We just know the prophecies when they go in there. That's closer to when Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and wreak havoc on these heathens, man. Okay. And it says, furthermore, when I came to, that's it on that. All right, let me show you, brothers. What the bomb that they have built for Iran, or the technology that they have for Iran, because you brothers hear them say, you know, you hear them talk that what happened, or the bomb that they're going to use, the bunker buster. So let's actually look what it is.
Air Force One, able to refuel in midair, the plane can stay aloft indefinitely or be flown to any number of secret hideouts. Bunkers, of course, can protect us from the enemy, but they can also protect the enemy from us. That's why building bunkers is only half of any country's defensive challenge. Learning how to smash through bunkers is equally important. Beneath this desert landscape sits a state-of-the-art fortified defensive position, a military bunker. Safely hidden from sight, the bunker is built of concrete and reinforced steel and protected by tons of earth. But it is about to be utterly destroyed. GBU-28 Bunker Buster bomb has been specially designed to destroy hardened underground targets.
The GBU-28 is this weapon right here. In the front, it's got a laser detector where we can spot a laser on the ground, and this weapon will fly directly to that spot very accurately.
The heart of this bomb is a 5,000-pound warhead. But it is the brains of the weapon that make it especially effective against bunkers.
A fuse is a little device used to set off this warhead, and what it'll enable this weapon to do is actually count the floors it's going through in an underground bunker. So it can actually sense
the camera was cutting it off
against bunkers.
So I'll show it again.
A fuse is a little device used to set off this warhead, and what it'll enable this weapon to do is actually count the floors it's going through in an underground bunker. So it can...
Man, you see the sword the Most High gave him? Do y'all see this when Jacob and Esau were able... Y'all gotta look at this, man. This is the Most High's sword that he blessed Esau with, man. He blessed him with a missile that can count floors, okay? You Jakes can barely count. You know what I'm saying? They got missiles that count floors, and it knows when to destroy itself, okay? That's that great bless. Imagine what the Most High is going to give his loved ones, man. This is carnal, you know, but...
Actually sense different stories, and we can have it go off in the precise room where a critical computer, radio transmitter, maybe even weapons of mass destruction are located.
Weapons such as the GBU-28 underscore a fact that bunker builders have struggled with since the dawn of the nuclear age. The destructive power unleashed by today's weapons is far greater than any structure can withstand. But that has not stopped people from trying to build the perfect bunker. One of the most impressive bunkers in the world lies beneath 9,500...
Alright, so y'all got the gist on that. You guys can go look up that if you want. But right here, this is... Now you know they had a bunker buster bomb built. Now I'm going to show you the new one they built specifically for Iran's facility, okay? They didn't just, they took the technology they had and they bulked it up because Iran went deeper that than they can go, all right? So this is the
Targets,
video.
Iran.
All right, let's go.
Iran's one secret underground nuclear fuel enrichment plant. The Pentagon is worried Iran is now burying weapons factories so deep that the current arsenal of bombs can't reach them, leaving the U.S. with no viable military option if a strike was ever ordered. This new Air Force 15-ton bomb may change that calculation. This is the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP, now being rushed into development to be carried on B-2 and B-52 bombers. The most likely targets, Iran and North Korea, which are believed to have buried weapons facilities hundreds of feet underground or into the sides of mountains.
Some of those would probably require this massive ordnance penetrator simply because they're buried so deep and no other bomb would be able to certainly destroy them.
At 30,000 pounds, the MOP, some experts say, will be able to penetrate 60 feet of concrete, a significant boost over current bunker-busting bombs like the 2,000-pound Blue 109, which can penetrate just 6 feet of concrete, and the 5,000-pound GBU-28, which can go through about...
So with that, I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to say shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.